Hey, long time no see. How have you been?
I know, right? It has been ages. I have been really busy lately. How about you?
Same here, honestly. We should catch up properly soon.
Absolutely. Let us make it happen this weekend.
Perfect. I will text you.
Sounds good. See you then.
Freeze. Did you understand every single word of that conversation? If not, stay right here. Because today we are going to practice 6 real-life English conversations that you will use every single day. And by the end, every phrase will feel completely natural.
Welcome, everyone. Today is all about real-life English, not textbook English, not grammar rules, real conversations for real situations that happen every single day. We are going to go through 6 conversations. You will hear each one first. Then we break down the important phrases. Then you repeat. Stay till conversation number 6, because that one is the conversation most English learners avoid, but it is the one you need the most. Let us go. Conversation 1. Running into an old friend.
Listen to the full conversation first.
Oh my goodness, is that you? It has been forever.
I know. How long has it been? 2 years?
At least. You look great. What have you been up to?
Just keeping busy. Work, life. You know how it is. What about you?
Same, honestly. We should grab coffee sometime and properly catch up.
I would love that. Let me give you my number.
Now, the key phrases. It has been forever. This means it has been a very long time. Much more natural than it has been a long time.
What have you been up to? This means, what have you been doing lately? Native speakers use this constantly.
You know how it is. This phrase means life is busy and complicated. The other person understands without you explaining everything.
Grab coffee. This means meet for coffee, casually. Not have coffee. Grab coffee.
Repeat after us. It has been forever.
What have you been up to?
We should grab coffee sometime. Conversation 2. Calling in sick to work. This one, everyone needs.
Listen first. Good morning. This is Emily calling. I am afraid I will not be able to come in today.
Oh no, is everything okay?
I am not feeling well at all. I think I might have come down with something.
Of course. Please rest up. Do you need anything covered today?
I have already sent my notes to the team. Everything should be taken care of.
Perfect. Feel better soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Key phrases. I am afraid I will not be able to. This is polite and professional. Much better than I cannot come. Come down with something. This means you are getting sick. I think I have come down with something means I am probably getting ill. Rest up. This means get some rest. Very warm and natural phrase. Everything should be taken care of. This means everything is handled and sorted. Repeat after us. I am afraid I will not be able to come in today. I think I have come down with something. Everything should be taken care of.
Conversation 3. Asking someone for a favor. Listen first.
Hey, I hope I am not catching you at a bad time.
Not at all. What is up?
I was wondering if you could do me a favor. I need a ride to the airport on Friday morning.
Of course. What time is your flight?
It is at 9 a.m., so I would need to leave by around 6:30.
That is early, but no problem at all. I will be there.
You are a lifesaver. Seriously, thank you so much.
Anytime. What are friends for?
Key phrases. I hope I am not catching you at a bad time. This is a polite way to start when you need something. Always use this before asking for a favor.
I was wondering if you could. This is soft and polite. Much better than can you or I need you to.
You are a lifesaver. This means you saved me. I am so grateful. Very natural expression.
What are friends for? This means helping each other is what friendship is about. Very warm response.
Repeat after us.
I hope I am not catching you at a bad time.
I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
You are a lifesaver.
Conversation 4. Apologizing sincerely. Most people get this wrong.
Listen first.
Hey, I owe you an apology. I completely forgot about our plans yesterday, and I feel terrible about it.
I will be honest. I was a little hurt.
And rightfully so. I should have called you. There is no excuse. I am really sorry.
I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot.
Can I make it up to you? Dinner this week? My treat.
How can I say no to that? Key phrases. I owe you an apology. This is stronger and more sincere than just saying sorry. It shows you take responsibility. There is no excuse. This shows you are not making excuses. Native speakers respect this kind of honesty. Make it up to you. This means do something nice to compensate for what you did wrong. My treat. This means I will pay. Very common phrase. Repeat after us. I owe you an apology. There is no excuse. Can I make it up to you? Conversation 5. Giving and receiving compliments naturally.
Most people know how to give a compliment. But receiving one in English? That is where most people freeze. Listen first. Emily, I just wanted to say, your presentation today was absolutely brilliant.
That is so kind of you to say. I was honestly so nervous.
You could not tell at all. You came across as completely confident.
Thank you. That really means a lot coming from you.
I mean it. You did a fantastic job.
I really appreciate that. It took a lot of preparation.
Key phrases. That is so kind of you to say. This is the most natural way to receive a compliment. Not thank you so much. Not no, it was nothing.
You came across as. This means you appeared to others as. I came across as confident means people saw me as confident.
That really means a lot coming from you. This adds warmth. It tells the person their opinion matters to you specifically. Repeat after us. That is so kind of you to say. You came across as completely confident. That really means a lot coming from you.
And conversation 6. The one everyone avoids. How to end a conversation naturally without it being awkward.
Most English learners just say, okay, bye, and walk away. It feels abrupt and rude. Here is how native speakers do it.
Listen first.
Well, it has been really lovely catching up with you.
Same here. We should do this more often.
Absolutely. Let us not leave it so long next time.
Agreed. I will reach out soon. Take care of yourself.
You too. Safe travels if I do not see you before you go.
Thanks so much. Speak soon.
Key phrases. It has been really lovely catching up. This signals the conversation is ending warmly. The other person knows you are about to say goodbye.
Let us not leave it so long next time. This is a warm way to say, let us meet again soon.
I will reach out soon. This means I will contact you soon. Much more natural than I will call you.
Speak soon. This is one of the most common ways to end a conversation in English. Warmer than goodbye.
Repeat after us.
It has been really lovely catching up. Let us not leave it so long next time. I will reach out soon. Speak soon.
Quick practice. I will give you the situation. Respond out loud.
You run into an old friend you have not seen in a long time.
You need to call in sick to work.
Someone gives you a compliment on your work.
You want to end a conversation warmly.
You just practiced 6 real English conversations that happen in real life every single day. Every phrase we use today is natural, warm, and exactly what native speakers say.
Your homework. Pick one conversation from today and practice it out loud 5 times right now. Then use at least one phrase in a real conversation today.
Tell us in the comments, which conversation was most useful for you? We read every single one.
If this helped, please like and subscribe. New English lesson every single day. Share this with one friend who wants to speak natural English. See you in the next video. I am Emily.
And I am John. Keep speaking.
Bye!